Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to Kafu class. As usual, my name is Makafu, and then I have some questions I want to discuss with you. So you can see I'm in my painting outfit whilst I'm bringing you this session because it's been a while I posted one or two videos, so I decided to bring you this session whilst I was doing some painting work in my school. So when we look at the questions from the screen, we can see that we've been given that y is equal to we've been given the question y is equal to x root of t squared plus u, and then we've been asked to make t the subject. When we are done, we find the value of y if find the value of t if y is equal to 12.2, x is equal to 0.0, and u is equal to 1.1. So we go to the question carefully. First of all, we divide 2 by x since we want to make t the subject. Now, at this particular point, because we are interested in making t the subject and it can be found under the square root, we have to square both sides. Now, after squaring both sides, we have y squared over x squared is equal to t squared plus u squared. And then since we are interested in finding our t, we move the u to the other side. And so we are getting t squared is equal to y squared minus x squared over x squared. Since we want to make t the subject, we find the square root of both sides. So finally, we have t is equal to square root of y squared minus x squared all over x squared. And then we've been given the values to be y was given as 12.2, x is given as 0.02. Now this can be done using the calculator. So let me just get to my calculator. And so from our screens, we can see this on the calculator as 12.2 to the power 2 minus 0.02 to the power 2 times 1.1 all over all over 0.02 to the power 2. Yeah, so when we use a calculator, we get 609.99. But the question asks us to round this to the nearest whole number. So rounding this to the nearest whole number, we can say t is approximately 610. That is it for the first question. Second question says that from the screens we can see that given that Given that x squared minus 9y squared is equal to 72 and x minus 3 is equal to 9, we have to find the value of x plus 3y. Yes, so it is true, we have this and then we have this side. Now this is the concept of difference of two squares, so we have to apply that particular property. But remember, x minus 3y is equal to 9. Therefore, x plus 3y is equal to 72 over 9. And so we have the value of x plus 3y as 8 because the value of x minus 3y was given from the question as 9. And so that is how we deal with the second question. So I think question 2 is done. Let's go to question 3 quickly. Question 3 also from the screen says that if 2n permutation 2 is equal to n permutation 2 plus 102, then we have to find the positive value of n. So finding the positive value of n, that is simply going to be, we know from permutation and combination that when we have n permutation c or n permutation r, it is n factorial over n minus r factorial. So we apply the same concept, 2 factorial so we have 2n factorial over 2n minus 2 or factorial. Now factorial means we just start with a number till we get to 0. So we start from 2n, come to 2n minus 1, go to 2n minus 2. Now I choose to end at 2n minus 2 factorial because I can see this cancelling this. And then I choose to end at n minus 2 factorial for the other side because I can see the other one to cancelling now. Now I have 4n squared minus 2n, n squared minus n plus 102. And so I have 3n squared minus n minus 102 is equal to 0. So using the calculator, because we are not, at the basic level, so we can use our calculator. Now quadratic expressions, we have 3 minus 1 and then minus 102. So right from the calculator, we are getting n minus 6 against 3n minus plus 17 is equal to 0. But because we are interested in the positive value, we take the n minus 6 because that is what is going to give us the positive side. So we say therefore n is equal to 6. So it is only when n is equal to 6 that you get 2 permutations, 2n permutation 2 minus n permutation 2 plus to be equal to n permutation 2 plus 102. Quickly looking at the last question, that is question 4. Yeah, so from the screens, the last question reads that we have 3x minus 7 base 10 minus log 5 base 10 is equal to 1. And then from the laws of logarithms, we know that when we have two logs being subtracted, it means division. So we apply the concept of division over here. So, and then it is from indices that we get logarithm. So if we have logarithm, we can translate it back to indices when we have a situation like this. And then the best example I can give you is when we have log 8 base 2 is equal to 3. We say that the 8 here is equal to 2, which is the base, to the power 3, which is the answer on the right side. And so using this comparison, we can now look at this properly. We are going to have 3x minus 7 over 5 is equal to 10 exponent 1. And then cross multiplication. We have 3x is equal to 57, which means that x is equal to 19, I guess. Yeah, 19. So we conclude that therefore x is equal to 19. So thank you very much for spending your time with me to this particular moment. I want to say a very big thank you. And then if you have not subscribed, please kindly do that so that when you and then put us on post notifications so that when we drop any new videos, you'll be able to get access to it. Thank you, and then always remember the name is Makapri. And then, goodbye.